G'day and welcome back to another episode of Surviving Mars. In this episode we're going to go through each of the wonders, so you just get to sort of see what each of them do, what they look like, and it will help you better prepare for choosing your first wonder. Okay, so to get your wonders, obviously it goes through the research that we know. We also know that the research tree is randomized except for the wonders. The wonders you're always going to find at the end. So therefore we've got our Geoscape Dome, our orbiting our space elevator, our excavator, our Omega telescope, and so forth and so forth. So you'll find them at the end of your research, and once again, I guess you want to make sure that you're getting the one that best suits your needs for your gameplay. I will also go through what I've picked and what I would recommend as the first wonder to get to help you build and make sure that you have sufficient resources to get to the end game. Okay, thank you very much. Hope you enjoy it, and let's get straight into it. Okay, let's go. So obviously to build the wonders is exactly the same, and you'll find that when you get down there, you'll get your little star at the end, and that will appear with your wonders. So currently there's 6 wonders in game, or 7 wonders in game, I just can't count. And you can only build these wonders once. So let's go through in the order from left to right. The first one we've got is the artificial sun. And as it said, you can only build this once. Now you may have seen this in a couple of videos, how it's actually worked itself. The artificial sun has an area of which the sun is actually generating. So this of Martian engineering produces a colossal amount of power. It provides light for nearby solar panels during the night, in addition to heating the surrounding air. It consumes a vast amount of water at startup. So let's just get rid of those, and we'll see if the sun comes down. But what the great thing about here is, as soon as you start it up, all the solar panels face in.
We have a food shortage.
And it just generates so much power. So you can see here, power production is 4,000, total demand is 2,000. The power production of this unit alone is 1,000. And you can see I've had this for a while. Its lifetime production has been 589,000. So it's good. It is definitely good, and it's nice if you have a power shortage and it's a little bit better on the, you know, it only takes 3 polymers to actually do the maintenance, so it's pretty good as well. That in line with obviously the solar panels as well, just to get that extra boost of power. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Next one we've got is the space elevator. All right, let's zoom out and find ourselves a space elevator. So here it is right here. So having the space filler as well, and hopefully we won't have too many sort of food shortage popping up as we're doing this. The space elevator itself, in my view, is probably one of the first wonders you would get. Why? Because the space elevator is a faster way to reach space. The elevator speeds up cargo shipments to the orbit and exports the rare metals back to Earth, and it offers resupply materials and prefabs at a discounted price. So that is the big one. So when you're actually going back here, you've got the 2 choices now once you've built the space elevator. So you've got your cargo rocket, and we'll just use it as an example. So we have our cargo rocket, and we look at our prefab building. So if we just use something very simple like a polymer factory, there you go. Polymer factory is 300 million. We're also going to do electronics. Electronics is 100 million. All right, for 5 electronics. So let's go back on that. Space elevator. Polymer factory, 150 million, half the price. Electronics, 50 million, half the price. So that alone, sending up your materials, is a game changer. It just means that if you do need your polymers and your extra parts, you're getting them almost instantaneously, and they're coming in as half a price. So I would certainly recommend getting a space elevator. The the way it simply works is you turn it on. Let's have a look at what we got here. Yeah, we got rare materials. We'll turn it on. We're not going to be able to fill it up. The drones will take them all, fill it up. Once it's got to 100, it will send it up, and then it will send down the cache, or store the cache so you can actually buy it. Once again, if you buy supplies, they will just come to you instantly. Okay, let's go to the next one, and as you can see, they're madly carrying double shipments because we've got that upgrade, and we'll see how that goes. So the next one, the Molehole. Oh, all right. If you build the space elevator first, I would probably suggest you build this massive Molehole second. So what it does, it's mining deep into the crust. The Molehole produces metals, rare metals, and waste rock while heating the surrounding area. It doesn't require staff. It's on 24 hours a day, and it produces. What do you got? It produces 50 metals, rare metals 50, and waste rock. There you go. That's how quick the funding was, and 50 waste rock. Food shortage. Constantly. It doesn't run out, and you do not have to build it over a deposit. So you literally just find a space in the ground, drop it in, and it will just constantly provide those metals or those materials each sol. It's producing, as you said there, 20 raw material. You can only do one. So the first thing I've built is my space elevator. I've had a couple of shipments up. Then I've built my Molehole, and then basically the cache rolls in. Your Molehole is generating a huge amount of rare materials per sol. Lifetime production, as you can see, I can get almost 1,000 out of there. I've sent all that up, and then that's allowed me to sort of buy research or other things for the rest of my wonders. Okay, the next one. A Mega Telescope. Now we sort of had a look at a little bit of the Mega Telescope when we talked about the spires. So this is the Mega Telescope here. The peering beyond the veil is unknown. This radioscope gives access to new breakthrough technology and boosts the overall research. So if we have a look at our research tree, you'll see the Mega Telescope gives you an extra 20% on top of what you've got, which has given me a grand total of about 7,000 research points per sol. Not bad. The other thing it did was it unlocked these 3. Now I still haven't unlocked these 2, and I'm probably going to have to play a few more games just to see if there is an opportunity to get those other 2 breakthroughs. But in this case here, I just got these last 3 breakthroughs. The rest of the breakthroughs were found through finding anomalies on the planet itself. So that's what the Mega Telescope does. I think certainly, once again, coming into late game where you really want to crack out some of those big research and close off things like wonders and that, then certainly the Mega Telescope definitely helps, just to sort of bump up your research. Let's just turn that off for a sec. Next thing we have, Project Morpheus. All right. This interesting design is also great. So once again, a nice little thing, pressing on it with our improved understanding of the human brain. We created Project Morpheus. This device uses a combination of psychomatic triggers and suggestive, well, I'm not even going to try and go through those words, methodology to stimulate the development of new perks and adult colonists. As it said, it generates new perks. So in a lifetime, it has now, and you can see it spitting away there, in a lifetime, it is generating a perk. Now, just as we're playing this game, and we're playing it on slow, I think it's just given away 15 additional perks in the time that I've actually demonstrated this. So a great benefit. The more I talk, the more it's pumping them out. And I haven't had this wonder for that long. but it will definitely, that in line with the sanatorium that is clearing the old perks, and we did this through another video, where this is actually taking away the floors. You can get yourself a very positive, colony. We sort of showed this before in the other one, but we'll just go through. As you can see, my list of perks,
incoming.
300 out of my 1,000 people have got fit, composed, survivor, compared to my floors that are up around the hundreds, and hopefully we're getting rid of those floors through our sanatoriums. All right, let's have a look at our next one, the excavator. Now we do have one of those here somewhere. I just can't remember where I built it. Yeah, here it is. All right, so the excavator itself is just a big generator of concrete. So used advanced extraction technology allows the production of concrete directly from Martian soil without the requirement of deposit. So exactly the same as the Molehole. It allows you to take the dirt and then sort of convert it into concrete. It also produces stored waste rock, but I would feel that if you're at this stage in the game, you've probably already upgraded yourself. If I can find it quickly, if not, but find the one where the drones will convert. Just seeing if I can find it. No. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's the ability for the drones to convert and take stored waste rock and convert it into concrete. So therefore you're not having your massive concrete piles that you have at the beginning of the game. Now for myself, I don't think this is an urgent wonder unless you're desperate on concrete, and you shouldn't be at this stage. As you can see, I've got nearly 2,500 concrete. Remembering your Molehole also creates concrete for you, or it creates waste rock that, as he said, that you'll convert this waste rock into concrete. So you should be okay for concrete, and therefore I personally wouldn't prioritize the excavator.
Research complete.
But obviously it depends on where you are in your game and what priorities that you want to set for yourself. Last one we have is the Geoscape Dome. So this is the dome that's the actual wonder. I do believe there's a dome also as a breakthrough, but I haven't found that one myself in this game. So this is the dome itself. This dome, so the dome itself increases the comfort of all residents and also increases the sanity of its inhabitants within the dome itself. So it is a good dome, it's a wonder, but as you can see, the dome itself is smaller. So as much as you've got the park and it increases the sanity, you actually lose capacity. So yes, I've built it. Would I prioritize it? Probably not. It's a nice to have, and I think if you've got citizens in there and you want good sanity, it's a nice one to have. But we definitely built it at the end. All right, so let's just go through those, and I guess the order that I personally have built them. I've always built the space elevator first, closely followed by the Molehole. So these are probably the two. And then I would probably go for an Omega telescope, Project Morpheus, an artificial sun. And then once I've got the artificial sun, I would start maybe tearing down, which I am, a lot of the other power sources just to reduce some of the burden or the intake, I guess, on the maintenance. And not only the maintenance for resources, but the utilization of the drones. Obviously, the more things that you have, the drones are racing around. So thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit the likes, hit the subscribe if you'd like to see more of Surviving Mars or other videos I do. Thank you. Enjoy your gaming, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, ciao.